Hello everyone, it's Lara. So today I'm going to do a get ready with me using mostly Laura Geller products. I also have some really exciting news, but first I'm just going to kind of catch you up on what's been going on in my life since my last get ready with me, because it's been a while. I think my last one was like 4 months ago. It was before the summer for sure. First, I'm going to go in with this Laura Geller Spackle Tinted Primer. This probably isn't the best time to be using this. I've never tried it before, so I have no idea how this is going to go. So I think in my last Get Ready With Me, it was towards the end of the school year. If you don't know, I'm a teacher. I'm also going to school to get my master's degree, my teacher's license. And I was feeling really burnt out and overwhelmed. Like, the end of the school year, like for work, could not come fast enough. And I definitely needed that summer break. Like, I felt so much better. My school for work has started up again. Back to feeling like I'm running around like a chicken without a head. Yeah, I'm about halfway through my master's degree right now. And I still need to take my MTELs, which I'm trying not to think about. I'll do that later though. Probably over this next coming summer break. Okay, so that primer actually blended out pretty nicely. I was a little scared by the color that it was going to look silly, but it actually looks fine. I don't have a concealer for Laura Geller, so I'm just going to use this one from Wet n Wild. I also think I was talking about my plans for summer break. I said we were going to do another escape room, and we did. We went and did the Budapest Express, my brother, my sister, and I, and that was so much fun. Like, it was definitely more challenging than the Scooby-Doo one, but it was really fun. But like, by the time we got to the end, like, our brains were fried. Like, we just could not think straight. Like, that one the difficulty level of that one was more difficult than the Scooby-Doo. I think Scooby-Doo was like 7 out of 10, and then the Budapest Express was like 8 out of 10, I think. And unfortunately, we did not pass. Again, we failed. I'm really determined to pass one of them, but we want to do the Murder Mansion one, but that one's like 9 out of 10, and if we can't do even 7 out of 10, I'm not really sure how we're going to do that. But I think for this next one, we're going to have my mom with us, so I think, like, the first one, Scooby-Doo, we had 6 people, and I feel like that was just too many. Like, too many people are talking at once and working on different things and not really updating each other. And then 3 wasn't enough. Like, our brains were fried by the end. So I think 4 should be a good amount. We'll see. But I do recommend it, though. I think it's super fun, even if you don't finish. I'm going to use this Laura Geller Baked Balance and Glow Illuminating Foundation in Porcelain. So I have dry skin, so I don't usually tend to go for powder foundations, but I think this one's okay. What else? I did wind up seeing the Downton Abbey movie, and I liked it. It was really cute. The ending was really sad, but it was nice. We went on our camping trip, so that was my first time camping in one of those trailers that attaches to the back of a pickup truck, and that was really fun. There's a bunch of people there, my cousins and stuff. and I really liked that. That was really fun, and we've already planned a trip for next summer, so hopefully that one will be even more fun. So next I'm going to go in with a blush. So this is the Baked Blush in Brighton in Ethereal Rose. It's kind of like a cool tone pink color. I love baked blushes. They're my favorite. And I don't have an eyebrow product, so I'm just going to use an eyeshadow from my Vice 2 palette to fill in my brows. What else? Yeah, just a lot of swimming in the pool, having barbecues. It was nice. So as I mentioned, my work started up again, and I'm back to the same school as I was last year. So I'm a substitute. I'm a building-based sub. So for a building-based sub, what that is I am assigned to schools, and I just show up there on my assigned days, and then they just tell me what they need me to do. So I'm at a preschool and an elementary school. So last year I was mostly subbing for the gym teacher at the elementary school, and luckily I don't have to do that again this year. Being gym teacher is pretty tough. They found a gym teacher. So now I've just been helping out in kindergarten, which is really fun. I love kindergarten. I don't have a setting spray, so I'm just going to use this Mario Badescu one. I had a tough day at the preschool though the other day. So I like to think I have a pretty tough stomach, but there are definitely situations where I get a little squeamish, and like, yeah, it's like one thing after another. Actually, it started in the elementary school. There was a nosebleed, blood everywhere. I had to clean it up, and I'm like pretty good with like injury things, but like if there's a lot, it kind of makes me a little woozy, and I'm getting a little woozy. And then the next day I was at the preschool, and it's just like everyone's got runny noses, and I can't deal with runny noses. That really got me. And then someone threw up, and then another person had explosive diarrhea, and it's just everywhere. So, working in a preschool is pretty tough. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with this Laura Geller Trio. It's called the Baked Eye Pie and Coffee Berry Crunch. I think I've used this maybe once, but I don't really remember what I thought of it. So first I'm going to take this kind of cool tone taupey shade and put that like in the outer corner and a little bit in the crease. Once the weather got a little bit cooler and we weren't really able to swim anymore, I showed my nephew how to play badminton. We have like a badminton net and rackets. We set it up and I showed him how to play, and he is obsessed. He just wanted to play game after game after game, and whew, I was pretty sore after that. I mean, I like badminton a lot, so didn't mind too much, but definitely shows that I'm out of shape. Actually, I think I'm going to take this darker shade and just put that in the outer V just to deepen it up a little bit. Okay, so that's pretty much what's been going on in my life. Now for the exciting, super duper exciting news. So, My husband and I have been going through this visa process for a very long time. I think it's been about 2 years now. So my husband's Japanese, we lived in Japan, and then we wanted to move here, and the visa process has just been taking forever. Okay, now I'm going to go and use this pink shade on the lid. But then, a few months ago, we got a notification that they finally accepted all of our paperwork and that he was scheduled for an interview. And I could not even believe it. Like, finally, we're moving forward. It was just getting ridiculous. Like, every time they would say there was something with the paperwork, even if there wasn't, like I really feel like they were just jerking us around, which is just really annoying. Like, I can't even imagine, you know, what other people who are also going through the visa process have had to deal with. I mean, since we're married, I think we don't wait as long as like other kinds of relationships. So I can't even imagine. But so the interview was scheduled for September 21st. So he already went to the interview, and we were practicing the questions, and we were going over things, double checking to make sure he had all the paperwork and make sure he dressed nicely and all this stuff. And he went, and he passed. We are finally approved. So I'm already in the United States, so we've been waiting for this and waiting for this and waiting for this, and now he can finally come. So he already booked his flight. He's coming on October 19th, I believe, is when his flight lands. So a few more weeks, like he has to, you know, give notice to his job and sell the car and kind of get things all settled before he leaves. But I am just so excited. Like, I can't even believe it. I'm actually going to use this dark shade as an eyeliner. And I'm just going to use this setting spray to help do that. Hold on, someone's meowing at the door. Like thinking of all the things I want to do with him when he comes here. I'm thinking since he's gonna be coming in October, that's still enough time to kind of do a corn maze and like pumpkin picking situation. So I'm thinking that's probably gonna be the first thing we do, because they don't really have that kind of thing in Japan. They don't really do like apple picking. They don't even really have like orange pumpkins. The pumpkins they have are kabocha, but which they think are pumpkins, but they're actually technically a squash. They're not pumpkins. So that'll be exciting, and then maybe we can carve a jack-o'-lantern, make an apple pie. I mean, I don't know if like he'll also be here in time for Halloween, so maybe we can go to a Halloween party. They don't really have Halloween in Japan. Like, they know what it is from, like, pop culture and stuff. But they don't do trick-or-treating. They don't really dress up in costumes or anything. But they're, like, kind of starting to. Like, they're starting to adopt, like, Halloween parties and dressing up in costumes like little kids do. And invite their classmates. So my husband's never really experienced Halloween. So that'll be exciting. I also, like, I live in Massachusetts. I live really close to Salem. So I've been to Halloween on Salem once before. It's pretty awesome. Like, all the people are out in the streets in their cool costumes. It's really cool. So maybe we could try and do that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just so excited. Okay, next, I think I'm going to take a little bit of the dark shade and smudge that on the lower lash line a little bit. Hocus Pocus 2 is coming out, actually today, I think. And they're doing a screening in Salem on October 2nd, and my mom and I are going to go to that. I'm super excited about that, so I'm trying like really hard not to watch it on Disney Plus and wait for the screening. That'll be super fun. I used to watch Hocus Pocus when I was a kid. So it's really nostalgic for me. I feel like when Hocus Pocus like was on though, like when it came out, people didn't really like it. They thought it was like cheesy and silly and whatever, which I mean I guess it's supposed to be, but I feel like only the recent few years, like maybe 5-7 years, people have been like, it's become like a cult classic or whatever you want to say, but I don't feel like it was this popular when it first came out, but I've always liked it. Another first thing that my husband's gonna enjoy when he comes here is raking leaves. So the area of where we lived in Japan, like they did have fall foliage, like they did have like the Asian maple trees, and they did turn colors, but in our courtyard we did have a tree, but like when the leaves fall it would just be in the courtyard, so there wasn't really a need to rake them really, because you know leaves act as like a natural mold, so I never really had to rake leaves, so he's gonna experience that. And for the mascara, I don't know if I said I used this Laura Geller mascara. It doesn't seem to have a name, and this mascara is super dry. Like, I'm the kind of person who likes a dry formula mascara, but this is like ridiculously dry. I don't know if it comes like that. It had been sitting around here while I was in Japan for a while, so it could have just dried out from being sitting around, but I don't know. Alright, so the last thing is for lips, and I have this Laura Geller Love Me Do lip crayon in Turkish Cafe. So it kind of like is this burgundy color. And I have not tried this, so I'm not sure how it is. It smells really yummy. It smells like vanilla frosting or something. It feels nice going on. It kind of feels like a tinted lip balm. And it's not too dark. The only thing is, I kind of don't like this jumbo lip crayon thing, because when it has the point, it's fine. But when you wear it down, it's too wide for me, and I don't like it. And I try to like do it on an angle, but it just, I don't know. Anyway. So I think that's pretty much everything. So yeah, just waiting until he comes, getting everything ready. But that's all for now. I'll see you next time. Bye.